The Samsung S21 has been out for a while now, and while it's not the latest and greatest that everyone is talking about, it's still a beast of a phone, which you can get for a heck of a deal these days. Sure, the more popular Ultra version of the phone gets all the attention, and that thing is a beast, but that costs so much money. And you know what? This has a 6.2-inch screen and a 4,000 milliamp battery, which is fantastic. Do you remember when a 6-inch screen was an absolute monster? I do. So for anyone considering this phone, this video is for you. Look, I'm not getting sent all the latest and greatest phones like some channels. I have to do my research and buy this stuff with my very limited stay-at-home dad income. Buying this phone was the result of all my research. And in this Samsung S21 review, I'm gonna tell you why I bought this phone and why I think maybe you should too. Let's go. Daddy! If you're new to my channel, for my reviews, I'm all about finding that sweet spot of value and performance. And at this moment, nearing the end of 2021, going into phones for 2022, the S21 seems to be in the perfect spot of cost and handling all of your needs. This phone is incredible. It's so good. The fact that they make bigger and more intense versions of this phone is just so insane. This phone is more phone than most people even need. Samsung is one of those companies where the products are just so good and so reliable. They have premium parts and they last for years and years. I've had mine for a couple weeks now, and as much as I love it, it does have its faults. So let's start there. I don't like the placement of the volume buttons. I personally prefer them on the opposing side of the power so you can leverage your grip and easily turn on the phone and change the volume. On this phone, I have to shimmy my hand or use two hands, which is mildly annoying if I'm listening to music or whatever. It's missing the headphone jack, which not everyone will care about, but I do. The fingerprint reader is in the screen, but it's a little higher than I'd like, and it doesn't work perfectly every time. I've never been a screen lock person, so I don't use it after trying it out. Anyway, lastly, it doesn't come with a charger. You probably already have one, but maybe you don't own a good fast charging charger, so you'll end up needing one. I'll do a future video on getting a proper charger, so make sure you're subbed to the channel and notifications are turned on so you don't miss that. But that's it. Everything else is just great. The screen is bright, the battery lasts longer than I expected to, it is so snappy and responsive it keeps up with my rapid browsing, and then there's the camera. As someone who has gone down a bit of a rabbit hole with cameras, let me tell you, what you can capture with this phone is just wild. The software you get from the big phone companies these days allows you to do things people pay big money for with actual cameras and lenses. Here's an example of a photo I took on my old Sony a7 III with a G Master lens. It's about $6,000 worth of camera. Here's one I took on my S21. In photography, they say the best camera is the one you have with you. And to be able to quickly snap pictures like these, which launch in an instant from when you pull out your phone, is incredible. As you can tell with this video, I'm not really talking about the specs. Do you need 4K at 60 frames per second? It does that, but it'll fill up your hard drive fast. But here's a cool feature it does do. It's called Director's Cut. You could film something and capture your reaction to that thing too. It uses cameras on the front and the back at the same time. See, check it out. Here's my little studio. One thing I just wanted to quickly record that I missed in my video was wide angle lenses, which is incredible. So let me switch over here. So this is a lovely living room.
Hello.
This is my lovely helper. Okay. This is a normal zoom on a normal camera and phone.
Hello.
Here, would you go back and stand right in front of me here? Hi. Now check out the wide angle. Boom. Look how wide it goes. That's so crazy. Man, getting a wide angle lens on a camera is very expensive. And the fact that this phone can shoot like that, love the wide angle lenses. Things like the Bluetooth just work so well these days with new phones. It's so seamless with my headphones, with my watch. I love it. Things just work. Let me go back to the screen. It has an adaptive 120 Hertz screen, which means frames per second. It feels super buttery. Wow, Samsung screens are just so nice. The colors are so vivid, just gorgeous. So should you buy an S21? I can and will easily give this phone 2 giant thumbs up. I am super confident this phone will be solid for years to come, no matter how you use it. It has lots of cases and accessories you can get. It games well. In fact, I even don't charge overnight like I used to. I just plug it in for an hour here and there, and it lasts and lasts and lasts. These Snapdragon chips are ridiculous. They're fast and they sip power, and you can get it for a cheap price right now. It's a safe bet, and if you can get a deal that you feel happy with, that fits your budget, get this phone, you will love it. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the comments and likes and follows. We'll see you next time on The Sad Life.